Imagine this, the world, divided in two, with millions of lives at stake, not because of bombs or guns, but because of ideas. Ideas so powerful, they could tear nations apart. The Cold War wasn't fought on battlefields, it was fought in the minds of millions. But what if I told you, one tiny event could have ended it all? Keep watching to find out how the most dangerous standoff in history almost ended before anyone knew it had begun. In the late 1940s, two superpowers emerged from the wreckage of World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union. On one side, you had the American dream: freedom, capitalism, and democracy. On the other side, you had Soviet communism, where the government controls everything. For years, the world watched as the East and West grew further apart. But here's the thing, they weren't just fighting for land, they were fighting for ideas. But then, something unpredictable happened. Both sides began building weapons, huge, terrifying nuclear bombs. The idea was simple: whoever has the bigger bomb wins. Each side tried to outdo the other. But in this game, it wasn't about winning, it was about surviving. Suddenly, the world wasn't just looking at political battles, it was looking at the end of everything. The fear was real. Nuclear war could break out at any moment, and all it took was a single wrong move. But the Cold War wasn't just about armies, it was about spies, secrets, and hidden plans. Countries built their espionage networks, spying on each other, stealing each other's ideas, and preparing for what might come next. You see, what people didn't know was that even in the darkest moments, there were some who tried to break free from the control of both superpowers. But then came the Berlin Wall. A wall built to keep families apart, to keep people inside the idea, to prevent escape. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis happened. A moment so close to disaster that the world held its breath. The Soviet Union placed nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida. One mistake, and the world would have been at war. But here's the twist: both sides were terrified of what could happen next. So, they backed down, just in time. They chose peace, but barely. And after decades of fear, war, and suspense, the Cold War finally ended. The Soviet Union collapsed. The battle of ideologies was over. But the tension, the fear, the memories, they never truly went away. In the end, it wasn't about the bombs. It was about the ideas we choose to believe in. Now, you might be wondering, can it happen again? Could the world fall into another battle of ideas? Hit the subscribe button to join us on a journey through time, and don't miss our next video on the top 5 most powerful armies in history, because in a world where ideologies clash, the might of armies is still what shapes our future. Click on subscribe and stay tuned for more.